also known as, is still in current development, with Academy Award winner Aaron Sorkin serving as screenwriter and director. Jeremy Strong, known for his remarkable role in the HBO Max drama, will take on the role of Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg, previously played by Jesse Eisenberg. Though it seems like a weird replacement, it is also a reality that Sorkin is likely planning an indirect follow-up with a different spirit and tone. Strong has addressed these possible changes, saying that audiences should be prepared for a unique portrayal of the famous and controversial technology mogul. Per the Emmy and Golden Globe winner, was a guest at the Academy Museum Gala this past Saturday. Strong was coy about the plot, though it has been revealed that the sequel will focus on whistleblower Frances Haugen teaming up with reporter Jeff Horowitz to expose Facebook, and much of its nefarious dynamics is what the actor did talk about was his rendering of the character previously played by Eisenberg in an Academy Award nominated performance. When asked if he had taken inspiration or even talked to the previous Zuckerberg actor, Strong quickly said no and confirmed his portrayal of the character would be entirely different. No, that has nothing to do with what I'm going to do. Strong continued teasing Sorkin's treatment as one of the great scripts he has ever read. It's one of the great scripts I've ever read. It speaks to our time. It touches the third rail of everything happening in our world. It's a great character, fascinating, complex, and I'm approaching it with great care and empathy and objectivity. And I've made 2 films with Aaron, with The Trial of the Chicago 7 and Molly's Game and Third Time's the Charm. The Social Network 2 is a bizarre follow-up, but there's too much chaos to ignore. It's very rare for Hollywood to produce sequels to movies that are based on real life events. And that is why the announcement was a little bit strange, as people kept thinking about the potential material for the film. The first film was based on the book by Ben Mesrick, but Sorkin's script for the sequel will be partially based on Jeff Horowitz's series, The Facebook Files. Years ago, Sorkin said that dramatic stuff has happened since the movie ends. And more recently, it was rumored that his version of the sequel would focus on the 2021 US Capitol attacks. In any case, as a continuation of a previous narrative, sounds bizarre. But Zuckerberg's association with part of the country's chaos is too heavy to ignore. And the first film portrayed him as a fueling factor amid the zeitgeist of social networking. The sequel will surely see Zuckerberg getting a direct spot on the roster of public figures that have negatively affected society with greed and controversial political stances. And before we dive in, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps. Ever wondered what happens after a blockbuster like The Social Network ends? The story kicks off right where the original left off, but with a twist. That's the setup for The Social Reckoning, a sequel written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. It focuses on Facebook's dark side, revealed through whistleblower Frances Haugen's eyes. She teams up with reporter Jeff Horowitz to expose the company's chaos. Jeremy Strong from Succession steps in as Mark Zuckerberg. He replaces Jesse Eisenberg, promising a fresh, empathetic take on the mogul. And I think those are a script to this. It's good.
Yeah, and I think, that was my daughter, and I think that was pretty ton in.
The film draws from real events like the Facebook files. It illuminates how social media fuels societal turmoil. It would Zuckerberg's role in controversies can't be ignored in this narrative. The original showed him as a pioneer amid networking buzz. Now, he's portrayed amid greed and political strife. It's rare for Hollywood to sequel real life biopics, yet here we are. And why? Because Zuckerberg's influence on chaos is too big to overlook. This follow-up might seem odd, but the real-world drama demands it. Why stop at one film when reality keeps scrolling? Lighthearted joke. If Zuckerberg logs into this sequel, will he unfriend the script for not being his type? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you want to make sure that the opportunities are do not include links or images, no headings, no formatting with, or tags. That's the emoji. Means that you and I know you had Madison really transformed. And if you look at 7 usage of all the females, there sit in the sites. And the task involves rewriting the response in HTML format and just mess up their centuries, their second inability that is image of the base possible. That when most people have done emojis are not allowed in the output, usage and usage encouraged the various efforts with the possible to do that with before we dive in, please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps. Ever wondered what happens after a blockbuster like The Social Network ends? The story kicks off right where the original left off, but with a twist. That's the setup for The Social Reckoning, a sequel written and directed by Aaron Sorkin. It focuses on Facebook's dark side, revealed through whistleblower Frances Haugen's eyes. She teams up with reporter Jeff Horowitz to expose the company's chaos. Jeremy Strong from Succession steps in as Mark Zuckerberg because of the South. and he replaces Jesse Eisenberg, promising a fresh, empathetic take on the mogul. Strong says it's inspired by one of Sorkin's best scripts ever. The film draws from real events like the Facebook files. Uh, it illuminates how social media fuels societal turmoil. I mean, I mean, um, the second one in controversy research that certainly, I don't know, there is anything that we can do, use that to. The original showed him as a pioneer amid networking buzz. Now he's portrayed amid greed and political strife. It's rare for Hollywood to sequel real life biopics. Yet here we are, and why? Because Zuckerberg's influence on chaos is too big to overlook. This follow up might seem odd, but the real world drama demands it. Why stop at one film when reality keeps scrolling? Uh, Lighthearted joke. If Zuckerberg logs into this sequel, will he unfriend the script for not being his type? And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, thanks.